If you love a good modern-day American wilderness story, then you probably love watching Yellowstone. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the show's most shocking behind-the-scenes secrets. Yellowstone accused of abusing animal rights? There is no doubt that this show is as wild as it can get. Throughout the whole series, we can see actors interacting with animals of all kinds, such as bears, horses, wolves, and even bears. But the show mostly revolves around the drama that happens with the Dutton family, who try to protect their ranch in Montana from numerous people that want to steal from them. However, a shocking secret's been leaked from behind the scenes of the show, which has left fans speechless and hoping that it's not even close to being true. Ever since the beginning, the show has gained massive success for its interesting storyline and its ability to blend the Western film genre and modern-day drama. That being said, the show caused some confusion among both the animal rights community and the Native American community. But it doesn't stop there. Yellowstone reported creating some conflict with PETA, an organization that deals with the way animals are treated. Members of the PETA community have accused Yellowstone of mishandling bulls by using them in scenes demonstrating the rodeo sport known as bullfighting. According to the organization, this kind of sport is harmful to bulls and even affects their mental state. On the other hand, Native Americans from all across the country have claimed to feel offended by the way Yellowstone has portrayed their community and culture throughout the series. This came as a shock to showrunners and some fans because part of the Yellowstone cast are actually Native American, such as famous actor Gil Birmingham and descendant of the Aguila Lakota people, Moses J. brings plenty. What confuses fans more is why are Native Americans so offended if the shows included real natives? If scriptwriters wrote something inaccurate about their culture, wouldn't Birmingham and Moses J. say something about it? The set of Yellowstone has often been life-risking. Okay, despite all the controversy that's happened with the show, it's time to head on to some real behind-the-scenes secrets that just show us how much the actors of Yellowstone are willing to risk it to give out a flawless performance. According to many reports, the set of Yellowstone can oftentimes be dangerous, and a lot of safety measures have been taken to make sure that the cast members don't end up getting severely injured or even end up losing their life. Now, we know that the PETA organization has gotten a bit mad at our fellow Yellowstone cast members for mistreating bulls, but you need to know that their life is far more at risk than the bull or whatever animal they're working with. This is because some animals in this series are ruthless predators, and if not handled and trained well, they can spiral out of control and easily take the life of any of the cast and crew members. One situation was explained by the actress that plays Beth Dutton. She stated that during a normal day of shooting, she had a scene where she had to run directly towards a pack of wolves. Now, it's not like the actress actually did come in contact with the wolves. She was pretty close to them, risking her life. To make sure the actress's life was safe, the crew took many safety precautions, such as using several strings to keep the wolves from attacking her. As soon as the wolves would get close to the actress, the strings would tame them, forcing them to move backward again. The Weinstein scandal. One of the biggest scandals that the show went through was by no doubt the one with the Weinstein Film Company. By now, most are aware of the scandalous event of Harvey Weinstein, who was accused of several accounts of assault and hiding a huge financial issue from the public eye, which was estimated to be a debt worth more than $50 million. This company originally set a deal with the creators of Yellowstone to collaborate together into creating the show's pilot episode. This was just around the time when Harvey Weinstein was charged with numerous accounts of assault. To not further ruin their reputation before even starting, Yellowstone quickly distanced themselves from the filmmaking company and even removed every single credit that the company had on the show. The creators of the show even spoke in public saying they do not support Harvey Weinstein at all for what he has done, and that the show itself doesn't condone that sort of behavior. Cowboy poker. We know some of you might raise an eyebrow with the word cowboy poker, but it is actually one of the most dangerous scenes shot throughout the whole Yellowstone series. In this series, 3 of the show's cast members are sitting together while sipping on a bottle of alcohol. There are many reports that claim that the scene was shot with a bull nearby because the showrunners wanted the whole scene to be disturbed by a real bull. But this would not just be any random bull, but a huge one to make the scene even more exaggerated. And if this doesn't scream life-threatening, then we don't know what will. But of course, all safety precautions were taken. Even professional stuntmen were involved to shoot the scene. If you guys remember, the angry bull went out of control until it became so irritated that it crashed into the table where the 3 cast members were sitting. Would you be brave enough to take such a risk risk in shooting a scene? Do the actors think about the show? Native American actor Gil Birmingham, who plays Thomas Rainwater in Yellowstone, said that when it comes to his experience in the show, he can't remember another time in a set where he felt like family with the other cast members. He hardly waits to gather together with them for the next season and describes the whole situation as meeting your long-lost family members all over again. Next, who has commented on his experience of Yellowstone is Kevin Costner. He said that he has never wanted to wear a serious suit and tie for any occasion, as he never felt comfortable wearing them. He has always been interested in Western clothing as they felt the most comfortable. He explains that this is the thing he enjoyed the most while working with Yellowstone. Costner's way of describing his experience in Yellowstone is surely a weird one, but it's understandable. Luke Grimes, on the other hand, said that he had no idea that horses would become such a big part of his life after Yellowstone. The show really connected the actor with nature and animals. He said that he felt reborn again as soon as he realized that the basic way of life makes him feel calmer and stress-free. The cast has been attacked by a dangerous black bear. One of the most absurd and horrifying incidents during the shooting of Yellowstone has not exactly been dealing with wolves or bulls. In fact, it was a black bear that completely went wild. While shooting the ironic cowboy poker bull scene, the bear that was supposed to be present in the scene was not having the best day ever, and he quickly became irritated by the whole overwhelming situation he was in. During that moment, the bear was actually being handled by professional zoo handlers. They were trying to guide the animal into shooting parts that were part of the script for that episode. The scenes were shot, and the final result with Kevin Costner confronting the bear turned out to be fantastic. But it's really scary for all members of the show to deal with an irritated and out-of-control bear. The biggest secret on why Yellowstone is so good. As much as we have talked about secrets and controversies, we also need to mention the reason why the show is so popular. The biggest reason lies behind the scenes. Taylor Sheridan and John Linson both revealed that the concept for Yellowstone was created back in 2013 when Sheridan was still working as a part-time actor and decided to try getting into screenwriting. This eventually led Sheridan to try out directing as well. After a few attempts and practice, Sheridan finally wrote a wonderful screenplay that won him an Oscar. Finally, in 2017, Sheridan wrote and directed his own film titled Wind River, which turned out pretty successful. And just 1 year later, he came up with the idea to create a series called Yellowstone. When asked why particularly this genre, he said that this was what he had always wanted to do. He had a strong desire of portraying the modern American West, which was something no one was really taking interest in lately, especially when it came to making a series out of it. Sheridan discovered that there was plenty of American living in Western communities, land developers, and farmers that had nothing on TV to really relate to. So Sheridan gave us all this masterpiece. With all this being said, we can't wait for season 4 to start because we know it's going to be even better than all the other seasons combined. And apparently, fans are not the only ones eagerly waiting to know what happens next, but actors too. Are you excited for next season? Let us know what you think and check out our latest video.